Okay. Hi, my name is Amin Zakar and I'm one of the KPMG ERP specialists, and I'm going to be doing a case study as to why we need ERP. Now, as we know that ERP is a very niche job, but is becoming more prominent within today's industry. Now, you might think, why should we do ERP? As we know, it's very costly. It takes a lot of time to transition from the traditional to the modern, and there's a lot of training of new technologies that's needed to be implemented to our workers. However, we'll see firsthand as to why ERP is the new thing of today. And it's essential for us to progress into the new Industry 4.0 environment. Now, as we will observe with this case study that we'll see in the next few videos is that there'll be certain bad parts of the traditional system. And I'll be pointing as to where we can solve these deficiencies through ERP. If we observe how it looks like without ERP, let's look at a diagram of how it looks like. As we can see, we can deduce that it's very interdependent with each other, meaning that there's a complexity involved when you want to rely on each other. And because of that, there's a lot of rooms of error. Now let's observe from the very beginning of the traditional business process to the very end of the sales process. And this is evident in our case study.
Hello, I want to buy iPhone Galaxy 23 for my son. I can buy it at any price.
Yes, we are currently offering it for the price of 10,000 and we will be able to send it within 1 week, like 7 January 2019, as it is a special order. Will that be okay for you?
Okay, as long as it's on my birthday, my son's birthday, no problem. Here's my money, my card. How much is it?
10,000.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. So here is the receipt for you. So have a great day.
Alright,
your
and my
card.
card. Thank you very much.
I think I should send a sales invoice to the accounting department.
Hello, this is accounting department. Okay, sure, I got it. Thanks for the information of the new sales.
No problem. I should also tell the warehouse for the stock of iPhone Galaxy 23.
Hi, this is the warehouse storage. Okay, thank you for the notice. We will send you the stock as soon as possible.
Alright, thanks.
Now, this is the first problem that comes into mind when it comes to the traditional system. The traditional system does not have a real time of the inventory stock within the warehouse. This will cause problems later on, as we see in the case study.
Man, what a simple transaction.
Little did she know it wasn't a simple transaction.
Oh no!
It was at this moment our cashier Chi Ling realized she made a grave mistake. She forgot to ask Mr. Derek for his credit terms and the place where he resides at. The second problem is human errors and lack of internal controls. The human error will cause significant deficiencies in the sales process and will ultimately delay the delivery. This also causes a lot of wasting of time in the whole sale process.
My boss will definitely kill me. I have to call Mr. Derek for his information of where he lives.
Yeah, hi, who is this?
Hi, my name is Chiling, the sales representative that will provide you your iPhone Galaxy 23. I would like to ask for your place of residence.
Oh, I live on Mount Kiara 5th Avenue on Jalan Pui. Is there anything else?
No, that's fine. Thanks for picking up.
Alright. Bye.
Oh wait, I forgot to ask the credit confirmation.
Again. Hello? I'm kind of busy. What do you still need?
Sorry. I need some information regarding your credit
Okay,
information.
I'll send.
Would that be okay?
Hi, Shiling. I would like to ask
Hi,
you whether
hello?
you have received any information
Hello?
regarding the customer place of residence and his credit
I just
limit.
called Mr. Derek,
Will
so I will provide the information.
Maybe you should ask the
Sorry
person
for
for
the
this
inconvenience
information.
caused.
Hi Shiling, I need to inform you that there's no more stock for iPhone Galaxy 23, but we do have iPhone Galaxy 22. Is that okay for the customer, or is that not acceptable? It will take additional 2 days to get.
I don't think that is possible. Is it possible to inform the purchasing department to buy the stock for iPhone Galaxy 23?
What we see now is that there's a further delay due to the lack of real-time information of the stock inventory of the iPhone Galaxy 23. This will ultimately reduce the firm's effectiveness in carrying out customers' orders.
Alright, thanks. I shall order the stock from the vendor. Hopefully they can deliver by 6th of January.
Oh, you're back. Alright. Are you done? Alright, try not to call me again.
Alright, I
I'm a busy
apologize.
man.
With the lack of management of information and the state of disorder, it will hinder the customer's satisfaction with the overall product. Thus, the problems with the traditional system will cause more problems to not only the internal division but external stakeholders.
Man, I hope that was the end of that.
Hi Susan, I need to ask for new stocks for the iPhone Galaxy 23. Do you happen to have any of the iPhone Galaxy 23?
Yes, Sida, we do. It will cost a little bit more than last time we sold you the Galaxy 23 with an increase in 5% in price. And since it is highly demanded, so we can only give it to you by 8th of January. Is that alright?
Oh, that's fine. It will be just in time for the sons to receive his impressive gadget. Susan, can you send the invoice of the transaction later to our accounting department?
Sure things.
The fifth problem is misinformation and pricing problems. This problem is due to the lack of information transparency, which leads to misinformation, such as the actual delivery date, which was supposedly on January 7th, not January 8th. In addition, since the pricing of the item is incorrect, it will cause pricing problems that should have been foreseen earlier on.
Guess I should send a report to the accounting department for this purchase.
Hi, how can I help you?
Here's the purchase report from purchasing new stock of the Galaxy 23 for customer. We purchased from our vendor Thumb Enterprise and they will send an invoice for the purchase.
Oh, the price is higher than usual. I will inform the sales department that the price of iPhone Galaxy 23 should be 10,500, not 10,000. Thanks for the information.
The sixth problem we see is the lack of real-time information. The lack of real-time information severely disrupts the business process, as in reality the price of the item should have been 10,500, not 10,000. This disruption will have severe repercussions on the relationship between the customer and company.
Hello? Hey, what happened to my Galaxy iPhone 3 that I ordered last week? Yeah, I paid 10,000 for that one, just to be on time for my son. For his birthday, you better make sure.
It should be delivered at your place.
Well, I don't care what excuse you give. Do you see the iPhone with me right now? No. I want to speak to your manager.
Hi, Chilling.
Hello?
Just to inform you that the purchase of
Oi!
the store of iPhone Galaxy 23
Where are you?
price is
possible because-
1,500.
Wait.
Purchasing the items will be a bit higher.
Hi Shilin, just to inform you,
Please
as
tell
per
the customer of the
previous email,
stations.
the
Thank
iPhone
you.
Galaxy will be sent on January 8th.
No, his
Just in
birthday
time
is
for the
today.
son's
The
birthday.
order was supposed
Send
to
my
be
regards.
sent by today, 7 January, not tomorrow. What happened?
As we see from the sales representative from Xiling, there's a lot of information being overloaded to her position as she is dealing with the client. As the client is asking for information regarding the purchase, she is being required to fulfill so many obligations such as the customer's information and all sorts of stuff. So this will cause so many problems for not only the firm but also the customer.
I am asking
Sorry,
where is
sir,
my
it
phone Galaxy
seems to
phone
me
now?
The price of the iPhone Galaxy 23 is supposed to be 10,500, not 10,000.
This is unacceptable. I want to speak to your manager.
Sorry, sir. Wait for a while.
As we can see, as a result of the rigid ERP system, which is the traditional method, the lack of information transparency across the departments has caused the customer to be dissatisfied. The delivery of the iPhone Galaxy 23 is late and the pricing of the product is incorrect.
Hi, this is the vendor.
Per the previous email,
Are
the
you sure?
iPhone
Alright,
Galaxy
I will
will be
inform
sent
the
Hello?
on January
January
8th.
price.
Just in
Oi!
time for the son's
Please
birthday.
pay you.
Send my
Customer of the
regards.
stations.
I can't accept that my phone was delayed for so long, 1 week ago, right? And I'm so tired of this customer service. Every time I call, you put me on hold.
Nanti boleh dapat murah. Apa-apa
and top water requirement. I'm serious. Send me to pass me to your manager or talk to him.
Sorry, I believe.
Bos, sini ada jual iPhone X tak? Kalau ada, berapa Boleh hantar repair tak nanti? Kalau ada warranty? Warranty lah penting. Tapi sabar boleh tak? Orang tengah cakap ni. Sabar boleh lah. Tapi nanti all of these problems can be solved with an SAP system that integrates all the crucial business processes together. Essentially, it streamlines all the communications between all the departments into one. With the implementation of SAP, what we see is that every business process is integrated into one single database, where they're able to utilize all the information as necessarily and as efficiently as possible. For example, let's look at the customer. The customer, Derek, wants to order one Galaxy phone, one iPhone Galaxy 23. Now, what he would do is he would ask the sales department whether there is one iPhone Galaxy 23. The sales department would then check the database, which is the SAP, if there was any parts, or in this case, iPhone Galaxy 23. The database will either tell yes or no. Let's say, for example, there wasn't any iPhone Galaxy 23. In this case, it would tell the purchasing department and the warehouse department to actually book and order one iPhone Galaxy 23. Subsequently, the vendor would then ship the parts to the purchasing and warehouse department, and also provide the invoicing to the accounting. All this would be streamlined very efficiently and quickly to the accounting, to the purchasing, and to the warehouse. Now, you have to keep in mind that if the inventory actually goes below the threshold, for example, let's say 500 units, the database would automatically send an invoice or request to the purchasing and to the vendor. Now, this would mean that if a sales department sees there's actually empty stocks, it's actually impossible, because the database would always be up to date and always have sufficient levels of inventory for that specific part. Now the sales department in this case checks, and there is inventory for iPhone Galaxy 23. Now what he would do next is that the sales department would confirm with the customer, and the customer will have full belief that it would actually come to his doorsteps on January 7th rather than any other time. The good things about SAP is that we see that the purchasing department is up to date, the warehouse department is up to date, the vendor and the accounting is up to date. Being up to date makes sure there's actually specific delivery times that's very accurate and also depicted accurately. And the accounting department, not only is it being up to date, but the pricing is up to date. This would result in very minimal confusion with the pricing between the sales department and also the customer, meaning the customer would never have an incorrect invoice for whatever he's purchasing. So in conclusion, what we see is that with the ERP or SAP system, they're able to have very precise pricing of all the products that is being sold. In addition to that, when there's high number of transactions, that transactions are very manageable for the sales representative. Human errors are reduced to tolerable levels, where if there was a human error, it would be very evident and very easy to find. Next is that the real-time information of the stock inventory and automatic purchases are very accurate. This is also similar to the warehouse. The warehouse is able to have the proper stock inventory. Next is that the customer wouldn't be disturbed too much or any excessive calls as evident before. They will only be called on special occasions when necessary. And lastly, the delivery date doesn't become affected, as they're able to supply the information, not only the information, but also the goods to the customer, as they're very accurate with all the information that they have in their database.
What a simple transaction. Thanks, SAP.